Hi guys, Belle here. Going to be talking about Protection Warriors, which is the tank spec in Legion Beta, which is going to be current. So let's talk a little bit about Protection Warriors and what we're going to be looking at for your offensives. You have your Devastate, Revenge, Deep Wounds, Thunderclap, Shield Slam, for your offensives. And then for your defensives, you're looking at Shield Block, Spell Reflection, Ignore Pain. Your Mastery is going to be your critical block. And for your prot-specific talent, you're looking at Heavy Repercussions. This is going to be one of your passive abilities. Does extend, your Shield Slam will extend the duration of your shield block by 2 seconds. So that's going to be what you're looking at as far as what's important. Here's going to be your main setup as a tank. I don't really tank, so but I do have a good understanding at least of what tanks do. Here's going to be your artifact weapon here, as well as your offhand, which is your shield. Pretty nice. Let me make sure I show you. She's super tiny, cute, and adorable, which you want to be rugged and manly, grr, as a warrior. So ignore the cute there. So let's pop open your stuff here so that we can take a gander at it. This is what your spellbook holds for you. This is what's going to be in your spellbook, which I pretty much put everything on my bar down here to be able to showcase the spell animations just in case they have changed and some additions have been made in that endeavor. So let's talk about your first set here. So for your first set, which is your level 15, you have Shockwave. This is an instant ability. It's on a 40-second cooldown, sends a wave of force in a frontal cone causing 31k damage and stunning all enemies within 10 yards for 4 seconds. Cooldowns reduced by 20 per second if it strikes at least 3 targets. This is going to be really awesome for a lot of things, including a lot of mobs when it comes to either raiding, solo gameplay, possibly even PvP. Your next set here, or your next one here, is going to be your Stormbolt. Now, your Stormbolt is going to be an instant ability, has a small 30-second cooldown, hurls a weapon, your weapon at the enemy, causing 65k physical damage and stunning for 4 seconds. Now, it's important to note that when I'm giving you the damage that it's showing here, this is with the 110, this is with the max level Vindictive Combatant PvP gear that they give you when you roll 110 in beta. So that's the stats that you're looking at. The item level on that gear is going to be 810. So that's what you're looking for there. In the same set, you also have your Warbringer. This is a passive ability. Intercept now deals almost 40k damage to all enemies within 5 yards of the target and stuns them for 1.5 seconds. Your next set here, you do have Impending Victory. The Impending Victory is going to be an instant ability. It only costs 10 rage, and it's got a small 30-second cooldown. This does replace your Victory Rush. Instantly attack the target, causing almost 80k damage and healing you for 15% of your maximum health. As a tank, I can see this being super useful in a lot of situations, especially when you try to want to rely less on your healers so that they can keep the raid going. Killing an enemy that yields experience or honor resets the cooldown on Impending Victory, which is pretty nice. Inspiring Presence, this is a passive ability. You inspire your allies within 60 yards, causing them to be healed for 3% of all damage they deal. That's pretty nice. Then in the same set, you also have Safeguard. This is going to be a passive ability. Intercepting a friendly target now also causes 20% of their damage taken to transfer to you for 6 seconds. I can see this being really, really useful, especially on your healer if your healer's and might be dying. The next set here, for your level 45, you have Renewed Fury. Ignore Pain also enrages you, increasing all damage you deal by 10% for 6 seconds. That's a passive. You also, in the same set, have Ultimatum. This is another passive ability. Your Shield Slam critical strikes cause your next focus rage to cost no rage. And then you have your Avatar. This is an instant ability. It does have a 1.5 minute cooldown. Transform into a Colossus for 20 seconds, causing you to deal 20% increased damage and removing all roots and snares. For your level 60, you have the Warlord's Challenge. This is a passive ability. While Berserker Rage is active, you may use Taunt with no cooldown, which is pretty cool, because currently the Taunt cooldown's 8 seconds. And taunted enemies move 50% faster towards you, which a lot of saving here for raid groups, especially if you're the secondary tank that's tasked with picking up the ads. So I can see that being super useful in those situations to make sure that the ads don't come out swinging and wipe some of the members of your raid. In this level 60 talent set, you also have Bounding Strike. This is a passive ability. It does reduce the cooldown on Heroic Leap by 15 seconds, which your Heroic Leap is on a 39-second cooldown. So you're reducing it by 15% or by 15 seconds, and Heroic Leap now also increases your run speed by 70% for 3 seconds. So that could be really nice in a bind. You also have Crackling Thunder. This is a passive ability. Increases the radius of your thundercrap. Don't judge me, guys. It's late. Your thunderclap by 100%. So I'm just going to pick some of these in no particular order. I'm going to pick this just so you guys could see what the spell looks like, but I'm not. Oh, let's do Shockwave, because I think for the Fury video I showcased the Stormbolt. For your next set down here, you have Best Serve Cold. This is a passive ability. Revenge generates 2 additional rage for each target that it hits. You also have Never Surrender. This is another passive. Ignore Pain will ignore up to 100% more damage based on your missing health, which, where do I have? So your Ignore Pain here, this is going to be one of your mitigators, and it's going to be super important as a tank. So with this, you're going to ignore up to 100% more damage, and with your Ignore Pain, you're already ignoring 90% of the next 300k damage that you take from any source. So I can see this being really, really useful. Correct me if I'm wrong, tanks. I would almost bet that this would probably be something that you would choose in a lot of instances, but since I don't tank, I'm going to leave that up to your guys' professional guidance. Indomitable, this is a passive ability, increases your maximum health by 25% and the maximum effect of Ignore Pain by 25%. Now, given that information, that might also be super useful in that endeavor, but that's, you guys would know. I would actually like some of you that main Prot Warriors, if you guys could comment on the video and let me know which one that you would choose and what instance you would choose it on, just really for my own information. I do enjoy learning from those that main these classes. For your level 90, you have Vengeance. This is a passive ability. Ignore Pain reduces the rage cost of your next Focus Rage by 50%, and Focus Rage reduces the rage cost of your next Ignore Pain by 50%. You also have Into the Fray. Once again, guys, they're killing us with these passive abilities. They're just all over the place. This is a passive. You gain 3% haste for each enemy within 10 yards. Up to 5 enemies. And then of course you also have Booming Voice, another passive ability. Demoralizing Shout also generates 50 rage and increases damage you deal to affected targets by 20%. I'm just gonna do the Booming Voice just for the sake of clicking something. Now for your last and final one here, this is my favorite, Anger Management. This is a passive ability. Every 10 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown of Battle Cry, which your Battle Cry granting 100% increased critical strike chance for 5 seconds. It's on a 1-minute cooldown. So that's, I mean, that's pretty nice. Last Stand and Shield Wall also by 1 second. I mean, the 1 second, sometimes that can make or break how successful you are in a run. So that'll be up to you guys to choose. You also have Heavy Repercussions. This is a passive ability. Your Shield Slam extends the duration of your shield block by 1.5%, and the shield block increases the damage of Shield Slam by an additional 30. Now, I did talk about in the beginning this being one of the Prot-specific talents. And then you also have Ravager. This is an instant ability as a 1-minute cooldown, throwing a whirling weapon at the target location, inflicting looks like about 300k damage to all enemies within 6 yards over 10 seconds. Increases your parry chance by 30% while active. I'm going to go ahead and choose this because I want to see what this ability looks like. That looks pretty nifty. And I did say nifty, guys, don't judge me. But I'm going to throw this on here just so that we can see how that looks. So let's go down here and let's see what we're dealing with as far as our I like how she's just really tiny. Let's see what we're dealing with. So here's your ability here that you get from your artifact weapon. Enter defensive posture, critically blocking all attacks while a stream of Shadow Flame erupts from your weapon, dealing almost 700k Shadow Flame over 3 seconds to all enemies in front of you. You can use defensive abilities here. So we'll just use, that's nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we're just going to do and be, I'm just going to show you the leap just because she's tiny and it's funny. Now, of course, here your Shield Slam, important. Then you have your Revenge. You also have your Devastate, Intercept. I don't think I can use that. Impending Victory. Your Thunderclap, which I called crap on accident. Pretty cool. I think I need to be farther away, don't I? I don't know. And then your Shield Wall. That's still pretty cool. And then, of course, your Spell Reflection, your Shockwave. I wanted to show you guys what the Shockwave looked like in case it was a new animation. And then your Ravager. Here you go. That looks so pretty. I mean, rugged and manly. We're Prout Warriors. We're not pretty. We're rugged and manly. And we drink milk out of a dirty glass and stuff. So that's what you're looking at. And then, of course, you have your last stand here, which this is going to be your huge survivability. My healer's I need help. Help me, save me. I don't want to die. You also have your Demoralizing Shout here, which, of course, is going to be one of your mitigators. Also is going to generate your rage. And then, in addition to that, you have your Ignore Pain, which is going to be one of your mitigators here. And which, yeah, that's going to do pretty good if you guys are reading that. And then, of course, you have your Shield Block. And a lot of those talents that we did choose reduces the cooldown of your Shield Slam and your Shield Block. So we're going to let this guy take over and have at that target dummy. He looks like he needs it. But that is your look at the Prout Warrior as it is currently today in Legion Beta. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on the show or on the channel, on the videos. If you're new to PWNCAST, make sure you do hit the subscribe button. We do have pretty lengthy and extensive Legion Overwatch or Legion Beta coverage. I have Overwatch on the brain, guys. It's been a long week with all my friends playing Overwatch. And if there's anything you guys need me to showcase in these videos, or there's something you need me to find out in Legion, feel free to comment and I will get the answer for you. Thank you guys as always so much for watching, and make sure you guys give the video a like. Make sure you check out the other warrior videos. I have done all the specs, and we'll also be doing the artifact weapons for each spec in my next set of videos. Thank you guys so much for watching.